So here we are driving through. Do you know where we are, Kim? All right, I'll let you work on that. But this morning we woke up at a Michino Eki that was really cute, and what was it called? Look at those mountains over there. Kim, do all the things.
Look at that! It kind of looks like a flowing gold flowing down the mountain.
Oh
almost.
yeah, that's kind of cool. Definitely,
Yeah.
like those are ski hills for sure. Little ski resort back here. It's December. It's mid-December, right?
Yes.
And it's strangely warm, which has been really convenient.
So we're currently driving through the Tsumagoi.
Sumagoi.
I don't even know.
Sumagoi. Cool.
Not Tsugoi though, but we can say Sugoi, right?
Sumagoi?
Tsumagoi.
Cool.
Tsumagoi. Tsumagoi.
Yeah, so this morning we went to, gosh, I keep forgetting the name of the hot spring town.
Kusatsu.
Kusatsu, which turned out to be an amazing place to go. I started off the day running through the healing forest. Oh, look at that, there's a little bit of like snow there.
At the very bottom of the hill.
They managed to have a little bit of snow there already. Or maybe it's not snow, I don't know.
Alright.
So anyway, what Google was just giving us bad directions, so we're fine. We just gotta follow this road for a while. Also, check out how dark that earth is. It's like black. When they overturn the ground here, it must be basically entirely basalt or something. It's just black. It's crazy. I haven't seen anything like that before. Almost looks like poison earth or something. Evil death earth. I don't know. It's just kind of cool. Anyway, I started off doing a run through this like healing forest, and then I ran through all like the entire town of Kusatsu, and Kim and I decided to go different ways to so that I could go on my run, and she could do an onsen, I could do an onsen, and then we'd meet up for. We were planning to go to Teppanyaki, but that didn't happen. So as I was running, I came across an onsen at the top of the
Shirakar Park, I believe.
the park there, the west onsen. Apparently there are onsens everywhere in this little town. It's awesome. You pay 800 yen for an entrance. I ended up paying 1,700 for a towel that I could take home.
Okay, so the park you went to is called Sainokawara Park.
Yeah, it's a little hot spring park. It's kind of like, it's like Yellowstone. Have you ever been there? Yellowstone in America? Except it's on the side of a mountain and there's just rushing water coming down.
Rushing hot water.
Rushing hot water that's just like, smells like sulfur and a whole bunch of other minerals I can't identify. So I decided to stop halfway through my run and just like go to that hot spring, and like chilled there for like an hour, did my stretches. It was just like such a nice way to like start the morning. One thing I noticed about the water in the onsen is that it was like pretty sour. It almost tasted like someone dropped a bunch of lemon juice in it or something like that. And I was really curious about that. I was like looking up why would the water be sour, because I haven't had that water taste before in onsen before. It was weird. Like if you stick out your tongue and literally like dip it into the onsen water, which is kind of gross, I suppose, because they're like I'm surrounded by other like naked men like bathing out of there, like licking up the water. But it's such a crazy experience because it like was immediately like a zingy like acid feeling on your tongue, you know. And I looked it up later, and apparently Kusatsu onsen, or one of the top 3 onsen in all of Japan, and the reason that is not only is there an insane amount of onsen water from this volcano, but it's highly, extremely acidic. It has a pH of between like 1.1 and 2.4, which is really acidic. It's so acidic apparently that even bacteria can't live for more than a minute in it. And what that means is that these onsen hot spring waters are like extremely healing in that they're sterile. There's no way for bacteria to live in it with the acidity level that it is. I don't remember exactly what type of acids. I think it might be sulfuric acid. and there were a few others. There was like alkaline acid or something like that, aluminum sulfate or something like that. Yeah, so the water is just like so healing. I've got these like cuts still on my elbow from wiping out in Oakland on a bike, and it felt really good to have them washed by this like sterile water. And yeah, apparently it's like really good like healing water, you know. Let's see, and then we met up for lunch, or I guess kind of like breakfast for us. What did we end up eating? We stopped at a place that did yakitori on the side of the street. The inside of this restaurant was all smoky from all the yakitori charcoal.
Even though the yakitori was being made outside.
Yeah, and I got just like a soba noodle bowl with my favorite yakitori I've discovered is there's like a type of yakitori where they use like the fatty chicken leg along with green onion, and it's so good. It's just like fatty piece of chicken, negi, which is, you know, the green onion, fatty chicken, green onion, so good. Let's see, we got chopsticks both made with our names in them, which was kind of cool. What else do we do?
Jeremy attempted to get a Japanese name donned to him.
Oh yeah, I thought like kanji names look so cool, so I thought I saw someone else's kanji name being inscribed in their chopsticks, so I was like, I kind of want a kanji name someday, you know. And here we have experts that see names every day, you know. They see people and they see their name and they write them down. And so I thought, these are clearly people who would be experts at naming people. I want them to name me with a Japanese name. And they spent like 15 minutes thinking about it and talking to each other. Like, I have no idea. I was like, who do I look like? Is there anybody I look like? And they were like, it's funny because they said I look like somebody named Ken, and I was like, it can't be Ken. My dad's name is Ken, you know. And so they ended up giving me the name of Shun. Shun? Is that what it was? Shun. I don't have a last name though, so I gotta work on that one. I tried to get the lady's last name since I figured she'd name me, she could be my mom. But she didn't really understand that, and I didn't quite get her name.
That's pretty funny.
But yeah, we got some pretty epic looking chopsticks, and we have our names engraved on them in katakana.
My name was simple enough that I could come up with a kanji name.
Yeah, but can you read it then?
I can.
You can read it?
Well, I mean, because it's still Kimu, like it's still my name. But like the
kanji, are you familiar with it?
Yeah. So like, and this is why I decided to buy the chopsticks, because I knew ki meant tree, and so I was like, oh, well, I for sure can get like a kanji in my name, like whether it's like tree and then the, you know, hiragana mu or whatever. And then I was looking up like, is there a kanji for mu? And there is one, which means dream. So now my name, my kanji name is dream tree, or tree dream.
Tree dream.
Yeah, tree dream.
It's funny actually, when you told the ladies there what your name is, they were like, oh, what a cute name.
Yeah.
I like that name.
Yeah. I was like, oh, that makes me feel nice. So I was like, yes, nice.
We were hoping to go check out the onsen monkeys. There's a park we can go to where monkeys come out of the mountains in the cold winter and bathe in the hot springs.
So, I mean, we could still check them out, but not today.
Unfortunately, the road that would have been a lot closer going over the mountain is closed from basically October to April, and it's December. And even though there's basically like no snow and it's super warm for some reason,
I think there's a cold front coming though, like tomorrow.
No, it's gonna get a lot colder,
Yeah.
so we'll have to be careful with our car. Yeah, so the road was closed. We can't go that way. It's a 2-hour detour. We may end up still going, but it'll be dark by the time we get there tonight.
Yeah.
And
No, they close at 4. We won't make it.
Yeah. So I mean, like, we might do it tomorrow, but tomorrow we got to make our way all the way to a epic campsite near Fuji. So.
I mean, we probably have time actually though.
We might. Yeah. I mean, like, I feel like we're not having any trouble finding things to do.
Yeah.
But we'll see. I don't know. Is there anything else that I missed? guess, for my stepmom. No. Yeah, wait. No, not stepmom. Mother-in-law. Well, no. Yeah, stepmom. my dad's wife. I feel so ashamed right now. Tracy.
Watch out. Okay,
anyway. Yeah, I'm getting a little close there.
Yeah.
Oops. And I found a little like hair Kiki's. We found a little like a shop that had Miyazaki merchandise in it. I don't know if it was official merchandise or not, but there was more Miyazaki merchandise there than we found at the Miyazaki Museum or the Ghibli Museum.
Yeah.
So I think I got something for Nadia, which is like a hair bathing cute thing that you put on, keep hair out of your face or something. Man, these mountains are crazy. Look at this. God, I am really enjoying driving through Japan, actually. Like, this is quite an adventure.
Yeah.
Definitely
I'm glad that we left while the sun was still up.
Yeah, no, it definitely makes driving a lot better. We went last night. I don't think we ended up saying anything. Last night we went to there's a volcano outside of Tokyo that at the very top of it at like 7,000 feet. Haruna. At the very top of this volcano is a lake. It must be like a volcanic crater that filled in with water. And there was a light festival happening there. It was pretty cute. I mean, like, it wasn't really impressive or anything. They just like had Christmas lights on. But what was impressive though is at 8:00 p.m. they had a fireworks show that launched fireworks horizontally from a pier into the lake, and then once they hit the lake, they would explode. It was like kind of crazy. Or like sometimes most of them were exploding above the lake, but there were some fireworks that would get shot out, land on the lake, float for a little bit, and then explode. It was just like, what the heck? But it was so close, and it was a very quick show. It lasted like a minute and a half. Yeah, and that's where we were just before we went to
Kusatsu.
Kusatsu.
Yeah. There were the Michi no Eki.
Yes, and there were some pretty neat views of. Well, I think we drove by these onsen steps. What was it called? Hitomi? I think it was called Hitomi onsen steps. And that seemed like a pretty cool area too.
Oh yeah. Oh, and then there was the music road.
Oh yeah, we drove as soon as we got to Hitomi. Is that what it?
Haruno.
Haruno, sorry. As soon as we got to Haruno.
Oh. Turn right. 350 meter turn right.
350 meters, you gotta turn right. Okay, cool.
Want me to pause?
No, it's okay.
Okay.
Turn right here. Okay. Yeah, when we got to Haruno, there was a road that, as we drove along it, this is quite a right turn. Okay, right turns are crazy in Japan. It's like the left turn in the U.S., but it's kind of.
Sorry.
It's crazy that right turns I have to pass over lanes of traffic, and I have to make sure that I end up in the left lane. You know, I haven't messed that up yet, but I'm worried that sometime I'll be like, oh, just get over to the right, you know, because that's what I'm used to. But yeah, Haruna. What was I gonna say? The road. As we drove along the road, there were grooves in the road that played a tune as we drove over them. What was the song? Do you remember the song?
I think the first one was "Row, Row, Row Your Boat," wasn't it?
Oh, I have to wait for these people. Ooh. Oh god, I keep doing that. All right, here we go. It's clear. Let's go. Yep. All right. Cool. Yeah, I almost ended up left turning into those people because I didn't know that they were coming too. Or right turn. I'm all messed up. Yeah, it was like row. Yeah. It was row boat. It was
It was so cute. We had no idea that we were gonna be coming up on it. Like, I was reading a sign and it was like Hajimeru. I'm like, something's starting. And then as soon as we started driving on it and the sound was coming, we're like, oh my god, this is so cute.
Yeah, and the weird thing about hearing the song is was just like the sound was just coming from reverberating within the side of the car. So it was a little disorienting at first because we're like, I hear music, but like, where could it be coming from? I don't understand. And we're like, oh, it's coming from the car? What? Yeah, really cool idea. But I guess that's pretty much it.